Hey guys, East Texas Wild Man here. I'd like to start a series today on survival psychology. And it's kind of always been a real big interest of mine, how people react to situations and what makes some people survive and some people not survive. And it doesn't have to do with physical uh, ability or equipment you have with you. It's a mental thing. It's psychology. We all have heard not too long ago, was it a year and a half, 2 years ago, where the plane went down in the mountains, a little private plane, and both parents were killed in the crash, and a little 7-year-old girl in the middle of wintertime wearing summer weight clothing. I think she survived for 3 or 4 days and walked, I don't even remember how far it was, but it was ridge lines over, and found help at somebody's house. And then you hear about people that good physical condition with a backpack full of stuff, even still having food with them or water or whatever, and dying in the wilderness when they get lost to hypothermia or whatever, even though they had fire starting kits or anything else. So anyway, psychology is I think it's a very important aspect of survival, probably the most important aspect of survival. And so I always strive to understand it. I do a lot of research, a lot of reading on the subject. So I want to start a series on survival psychology. And I want to start out with a system of awareness, because probably the most important thing for a survival situation is being aware and removing yourself from the situation, or getting off the X, as we said in the military, to lessen your condition that you'll be placed in. So anyway, there's a color code. It was put together by a guy named Jeff Cooper, Cooper. He was a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. He fought in Pacific during World War II and got out as a major, and then went back into the service for the Korean War. And he dealt with what they say was irregular warfare. To me, that means guerrilla warfare. That's kind of what my background was in special forces. So I understand that a little bit. But this guy, anyway, he put together a pistol, what was it, American Pistol Institute, and ended up being an instructor for law enforcement, military, and civilians in handgun use, rifle use, and shotgun use. And he wrote a really good book for any of you guys that are concealed carry or are interested in defense and how to defend yourself. And it's a psychology thing too. It's not like how to do a judo chop or double tap, whatever. It's nothing like that. It's more of a how you need to act in it. And the book is called Principles of Personal Defense, and you can download it for free on the internet. If you look it up, there's a PDF on there. You can download it for free. It's a short thing. It's I think 40 pages, little pages. Really good book. It's a really kind of a mindset that you need to have. But anyway, so let's get off of that one. Let's go back to what Jeff Cooper came up with, was a color code system he had for people to understand awareness. And when I say awareness, I mean being aware of your surroundings, being aware of potential danger, all that. So his color codes were white, yellow, orange, red, and black. And I just want to go through those real quick. The white on the code, the Cooper code, white is unaware and unready to react. And that is a person that's walking down the street, texting, hitting the phone all the time. People driving when they're hitting the phone. People, you know, if you're so attached to that phone, looking at it, or a TV, or whatever it is that's got your attention totally, you're unaware of anything else that's going around you. That's the level you don't want to be at. There's two levels you don't want to be at. That's the first one. The second one is level yellow. That's where we should always be at, and that is you're alert, you're aware of what's going on around you, you're relaxed, and you are prepared to react if something comes up. And this is a condition that we should walk around in daily. And you know, this is not for the combat zone. This is for everyday life, especially these days. You know, with all the craziness that's going on. But say you get on an airplane, you know, somebody who is at a level yellow would first thing they would do is immediately notice where the exit points on the plane are. Would immediately count how many rows back from the nearest exit. That kind of thing. Just being aware. You're not being, you know, walking in all ready to go. It's just being aware of things. That's level yellow. Okay, the next level or code is orange, and this is a step up. This is something you've detected possible danger. Okay, so you're going from being a relaxed, just aware, to I see a potential for danger. I've hiked up my awareness level a little bit better, a little higher. This is where the point where I'm thinking, okay, if this happens, then where am I going? What am I doing immediately? And so this is the level where you're alert and you're ready to take action. I mean, you've come up with plans. Part of your level yellow is, okay, you know, if I'm stuck in this building and catches fire, my plan is to get out this way and this way. Okay, well, level orange, you're ready to react on those. Okay, level red that's action mode. You're reacting to whatever danger you saw. And you're focused on the danger itself and getting away from it, getting off the X. Getting to a safe place, getting your loved ones to a safe place. That building catches, that hotel you're in catches on fire, you're getting your people, you're getting yourself, you're executing your plan to go down the stairs or whatever your plan was. Jump out the window in the swimming pool. Hey, that's always cool. The triple gainer. Okay, and the last code, I think, is probably it's the worst, of course. It's panic. It's a total breakdown of physical and mental capacity to perform any kind of action. Okay, and I think people who walk around in code white, unaware, jump from code white to code black. It's like a startle response. And if a situation is big enough, you get more than a startle. A lot of people will go from being totally unaware to panic, and you know, they don't know what they're doing. A lot of times people will freeze. A lot of times people just run around with no intention, and their mental capacity is gone. I don't know if you've ever been scared, just like a shock, real quick. You know how that feeling is. You're not thinking or reacting. By being aware and being vigilant, then you take away that level black, because you've already thought out what you're doing. And that's part of the military secret, is they train you to know how to react, know how to do things on the battlefield. You know, they train it into you, so it's like, you know, you don't even have to think about it. Well, in combat, it's chaos, and it's total pandemonium. And if you tried to focus on that, I think most people would be useless. It would be panic. It would be just no one would have the mental capacity to be able to perform the way they do. But what the military teaches you is to follow this is what you have a you have a set of steps that you do. You know, I fire my weapon this way, I clear my weapon this way, I move to contact this way, I move away from contact this way. You know, I shift fires this way. You have things you can focus on and do. That keeps soldiers in combat and makes us a very effective force. Well, I think that being aware does the same thing. By me being aware all the time, I say, okay, here's potential danger over here. Okay, if something happened over there, where am I going? What am I going to do? You know, so when something happens over there, I'm going over there. I know it. I don't have to think about anything. I just do what I've already planned. So anyway, in a story, you know, I have a military background. I was in the Special Forces for 10 years. And I think because of that training and that environment that I worked in, I developed an awareness. And it's always, I'm not going to say always, but most of the time it's on. If I'm out away from home, it's on. If I'm at home, yeah, I'll even stay at level yellow at home most of the time, unless I'm reading or watching a movie, you know, doing those kind of things. Anyway, so the story is, I was at work the other day. Well, I was at a hardware store with a bunch of the guys I work with, and the couple of employees that were back there working in the department we use. And another customer came in, and he was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and he had a 45 in his waistband, and his t-shirt was actually tucked over the handle, so you could see the handle sticking out. Well, this guy was right. I mean, from me to you, amongst us for 20-25 minutes, talking to people, you know, I forgot what he was trying to buy, but he was trying to do something. But he's around all of us, and there's probably 6-8 of us there. Well, after he left, I said, well, did anybody notice the gun? Not one person there noticed the gun. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a Second Amendment guy. I carry. I believe everybody should carry that's legal to carry. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be aware of a gun. If I see a gun, I'm aware of it. And for some reason, as soon as I got walked up, I saw the gun. I don't know if it's my training or what, or I got lucky. I don't know. Anyway, my point is that everybody else in the room, nobody else was aware that guy had a gun on him, a visible gun. You know, concealed carry is a different story, but this guy had a gun hanging out of his shorts. Now, anyway, my point of this whole thing is that I think that everybody needs to start working with awareness. And it's not a stressful thing, it's not a tactical thing, it's not a ninja thing, but it is something that's going to keep you alive. And keep you thinking, and sometimes it's hard to do at first, especially if you spent most of your life in the white. Trying to open yourself to the yellow and being aware of situations and stuff like that is it's a little bit difficult, but but with a little training and a little practice, a little reminding yourself to, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be in yellow. I need to be paying attention to what's going on around me. It's kind of like when you're driving. When you're driving, most people are in level yellow. You're aware of the road, you're looking, well, a lot of people are in yellow. You're aware of what's on the road in front of you, who may be turning in front of you, potential hazards, all that. That's being at level yellow. And that's the spot that we all need to be at. So anyway, this is my first video in psychology, survival psychology. You know, I don't write anything down, so I'm just I talk about it. Sorry. Maybe it doesn't feel real structured, but anyway, stay tuned. I hope to have some more videos in this very deep and interesting subject. So, hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, make comments. I love comments. I will respond to all comments. And please share this with your friends. It may save lives or keep somebody off the X. So, God bless, and get out in the woods, guys. It's a beautiful day. See y'all later.